gave him too much for free pass, and now he's going into the woodland. I want to take him in the grasslands. It's an easier fight for me. And then once they're destroyed, we'll just break up and take the whole country. The Ottomans are busy in their war. That works for me. Oh, dear God, that's not even fair. And he got an amazing trait for it. Well, now. I'm liking this Codger King. Right, what's happening though? We're sieging this guy up. It's the end of the modern Portuguese man. I'll probably have to sit on Portugal for a while. The existence of Ternate and their subjects is going to make it a bit harder for me to peel them apart like a potato, but there will be peeling. Also, peeling potatoes. The skin's the best part. Alright, we'll have the walking cannon do his business over in Burgos. Meanwhile, good God, it's a bad, bad day to be Portuguese. Can you occupy Ternate? Probably. Counter question is, do I want to? Well, you know, I have this army here, I have this navy here. I strongly doubt the Ternate. 3 heavies, 6, 5. It's a bit of a chance. What do I have, 20 here? Fernari, you're going on vacation. And you're going to invade Ternate. Good luck. Yeah, again, much as I want to peel those potatoes, full occupation of Portugal is only giving me 39 war score. That'll go up a bit, but not enough, I fear. I don't mind taking a fight with Castilians in mountains. They don't stand a ghost of a chance. Where's the coalition? I mean, sure, it looks like a lot of countries, but it's nothing, which is wonderful. Also, Castilians are back at it, and they've got one hell of a general there. I don't want to go in this nude. Where's Codger King? There he is. Hopefully I get that in time. Then I'll assign him over here. Slaughtering them in Navarra. There we go. Sorted. Ah, that's the thing, they're coming across here, and since I do not have the naval superiority to keep them on that side, and I can't cross freely either. Well, that's okay. The fort in Malaga keeps this under wraps. It's not like they can invade further. So we should just be exceptionally cruel and take them over. Good grief, there wasn't a lot left of that army. Let's not get too cocky here. If we're going to fight them, let's fight them properly. 1, 2, 3. There. I want us to arrive at roughly the same time. Didn't get that exact, but it'll do. 1 day apart's okay. Gosh. New Providence actually arrived. That is thoroughly disgusting. He's going to mess up my prosperity here at that rate. That's a grim fight, but we'll win. It's just a lot of manpower that I could have just not lost. Is that gonna stack wipe you, I wonder? And let's not take any unneeded attrition here. The walking cannon with his army of cannons will take care of that fort, no problem. Wow, these guys fell a whole lot easier than I was expecting. But we're not little PRoman anymore. We are the great conqueror of Europe. Excuse me. Alright, they're taking the boat. I was wondering how they were getting past that fort, but if they'd taken the boat, then they simply laugh at the idea of zone of control. Well, can't let them take it back so easily. Let's get ourselves over to Porto, and then seek and destroy from there. Speaking of which, Seek and Destroy is a really, really awful game for the PlayStation 2. I've never streamed it, but I can't help but feel that someday I will. Yeah, it's really nice to be playing this again. I know it's been a decade since I touched the game, but I was itching for it whilst I was away in the Highlands. Alright, Labourd is paid for, so that those rebels are no problem. Ooh, they're going for the war goal. Crafty. Crafty buggers. Supply limit isn't great around here, we'll move over. I wasn't even paying attention to it, but yes, we took out Ternate. That'll help, but I'm hoping we actually beat them on the seas as well, because I have a feeling their heavies might cause a bit of problems for us here. Why are there 87,000 British wasting away in the south of France, right on Toulouse's border? An interesting question, perhaps we can ascertain. Probably scared of Gascon separatists wandering into their lands, if I had to guess. We'll chase the British out of Europe, don't you worry, girly. No, somebody on YouTube saying, "Oh, I really like the "don't you worry, girly" phrase." It's completely stolen, as most things are, from Resident Evil 2. The Kendo gun shop owner says it to you if you're playing as Claire and wander into his shop. Ah, nice, we did win. In which case, let's just get out of there. It's probably worth my while just holding Ternate rather than piecing them out separately. I don't want the... well, I mean, I want the island, but it's not part of our goals to take this island. And it gives me precious war score against Portugal, which will help me do the old potato peel. And that's good for Fernari to come back and do what Fernari does, which is kill. When you say things like that about games, Jake, they usually wind up on your punishment. No, they don't. You just wish that they did. You talking about Seek and Destroy? I mean, Seek and Destroy is a terrible game, there's no doubt about that. Why in the world is the Castilian fleet here? That's very worrying, because they just sank one of my transports. No, they didn't. Transport was already sunk. Well, now I've lost one. Let's have less of that, please. I just lost 1,000 units there. It's alright, it's just a number. Let's That's why fighting Spain is always such a pain in this game. They're everywhere. It's kind of disgusting in a way. How do we do this? I could bring my fleet in and march over quite quickly, which is probably the best thing I can do, and as long as I occupy both sides, then I'll be able to go back and forth. The war score I have on these guys is so pathetic because they have so much land elsewhere, and there's no way I'm going to be able to make a decent shot at their provinces there. I have a better idea on how to deal with Castile. A much better idea. The answer is Salzburg. Unfortunately, I'm at war with Salzburg, but that's not going to stop me building a spy network on them. And dang. Okay, well this war isn't over just yet, but what I will do is I will separate piece Salzburg. Probably white piece them. Or maybe they're money, I am me after all. And then come back for them later. Because it would take a lot to make this Castilian war go the way that I want it in terms of ravaging them for their land. Shings. Don't forget, Castile have the lowlands. Oh yeah, I did forget that. There's a decent amount of war score there. Alright, that's good thinking. Good thinking, Batman. Well, let's make our way over there, and by we, I mean Bromius. You got what it takes to bring those forts down. God, New Providence is really going for it. Alright. Oh, that's nasty. How could they be so horrible? Where would I rather deal with then? There or... Certainly don't want them ruining my day. I think I'll just always have Defensiveness Edict on there, otherwise it's just going to fall. Once you cross over... Are you going to get across? Are you going to get across? Apparently somebody wants to fight me here. Oh, that's okay, it's just the Portuguese. Portuguese Brazil, also known as Brazil. Right, go and pick up our friends, try to save Greater Carthage. Again, one fort here would have taken care of all of that, but no. It's almost a shame this isn't a coalition war. Now then. Ah, that's right, the fort in Fez is hurting me here. Or rather, it's stopping me from freely moving around. Alright, it's touch and go, but we might be able to save Greater Carthage. Boosting up Proma, you say? I've got no problem with that. Especially at the expense of the Greeks. Splat. Okay, well at least we'll take this back fairly quickly. What are you guys all running around here for? Oh yeah, you were taking care of the engagements around here. Once you're dealt with that, I'll bring you back, crush the Castilian army, and then siege up the lowlands. It's the right thing to do. Getting 50% extra manpower is also the right thing to do, but if I don't get Tech 19, I'm going to really hurt in battles. That said, there won't be battles if I don't have the manpower to actually fill up my ranks, so I will take that for now. I don't want to engage them with so few cannons. I really need to make a more dedicated attack stack with more cannons. Well, you'll be back with cannons, then we'll just go and double time them and then make our way up into the lowlands. Any news on a new FTL run? Nothing planned on that front. I don't want to beat it like a dead horse. FTL's great fun, so we'll have the next into the airlock when the time is right for it. My war score with Portugal is going better than I expected, actually. Once I take Fez, who knows what I'll have. Fez is a good province, after all. Maybe it's a bad idea to keep Treviso. People seem to be going for it instead of Trent or Tyrol. Nice, we got this done, so we'll grab these in a heartbeat, and then back we go. Oof, don't like that at all. I might have to fight them anyway, but they've got a 5-5-2 general, which I'm not too happy about. Unexpected. I guess Portugal will be the one that gets pieced out first, which is fine. I've got a lot of coring to do, unfortunately. I need to declare war on the Ottomans in about a year. Oh, there's a lot of unfortunate happening here. Can you get there in time? You can get there in time. Good, I should take Treviso back very quickly. The Ottomans are busy in another war, but I'm not convinced that's going to stop them from coalitioning me if they feel like it. War never changes. In exchange for some peace and quiet, our vassals are obliged, no, they're obligated to pay more taxes. They're not called into any of our wars, which you believe is a great trade-off. For some gold, they're excluded in almost all wars. One of our vassals wonder if it weren't better they were all called into wars instead of paying these in their meaning ridiculous sums. Ungrateful morons. Come now, scutage is great for you, and this is how you repay me. There's been a lot of grovelling over the scutage lately. We find that not all the expected money finds its ways into our coffers. Not that it's a big thing, right? I make almost nothing off of subjects. You used to make so much more very early on in the game's lifetime. Or was it EU3 I'm thinking about? For the peace deal, Bar needs to be put on the map. I'm not sure we can get Bar on the map now. I wonder if I could get there in time to drop a nasty surprise on the Salzburgers. I could try. Would be fun to slaughter them. Alright. Operation Peeled Potatoes is coming along nicely. I wish. I really wish. But I somewhat doubt I'm going to get that. Well, there's another 20 war score to be had, which would bring me up to 90. It's not unthinkable. Might want to take some of Salzburg so that you touch Austria. I mean, want or not, there's no more expansion to be had up here until I fulfill mainland Iberia and western Anatolia. Those are what I have to take now. Oh my, Salzburg's very good at sieging. Did not consider that, did I? He's gonna have it before I get there. I want to drop in and crush him. So, I'm going to make it a state. Give it some defensiveness. And now, it takes him 17 days. I don't know what magical powder I sprinkled on the place to make it more defensive like that, but it gave me an opportunity to do that horrible thing. All modifiers affecting local autonomy will be removed from the province. Yeah, granted I did increase autonomy, but too bad. I come back just to see the full annexation of Portugal. Nice, says Titan. It is pretty nice. And with the removal of their coastline... Crumbs, I need to take this back as well, don't I? I won't have to worry about their navy so much either, which is a nice added bonus. And this fort's keeping us pinned down. So here's what I'll do. Move out that way. Excellent. It's taking a wee while to get this. Oh right, we had status quo, which isn't good. You have 700 viewers, maybe time for Duction Strats, fake out into Zen of Sudoku. Now I've always got Draken just a touch of a button away. But things are alright, so let's not. It's not about the numbers, it's about how the chat is. If it got to the point where I couldn't read anything that's going on there, or if it was just full of idiocy, then I'd slam the Draken button. But there's no need to right now. Stronghold is always a nice fake out. The problem is we've done Stronghold, or at least the wrong hold. It was an excellent fake out. No doubt about that. Good grief, that'll actually bring me over the overextension limit. And I'm not equipped for that. Oh well, we'll just deal with it. That's troubling. They're actually making good headway on Tyrol. I need to get this back. And then bring you folks over. We'll probably pick you up in Epirus. And then we'll just take a very quick jaunt up here. Hopefully it can hold out. It does, of course, have local defensiveness. So it should be able to hold for a while. Ugh, this is going rough. Actually, all my sieges are going rough, and Castile's having a good time of their ones. Also, this is a crying shame. That lost me my merchant as well. But otherwise, things are okay here. Who's this sucker? Well, I'll just get rid of you. Alright, Treviso's back at least, which means... actually, I'd like to just get rid of the fort in Treviso. It doesn't compare to Trent or Tyrol for being good for defense. I could just slam into them. They have too many reinforcements though for me to be comfortable with that. Denmark, France, Munster, Gelder, and we have Barcelona rising up. But we finally got this back at least. So let's have you folks head over there. I'd like you folks though to de-siege this. Well no, the fort will take care of most of it. And these little ones don't really matter at all. You two take care of that. You guys get FOB, and we'll crush Castile. Hopefully it holds out. 14% chance is good odds for any PRoman. Alright, Treviso, it's been fun, but goodbye. Glad it survived, but water shortage isn't great. Yeah, I can always gun down provinces, but I don't like to spend the 60 mil points to do so. It's a bit unthinkable, but I'm going to merge you two and have you go in all guns a-blazing. Under the divine leadership of Ternate. Well... yeah. I was tempted by Culture King's artillery combat ability, but 5 fire plus fire damage? Yeah, it's a done deal. Oh, that wasn't protected by a fort? And that's busted up my mill. Give it back. You see how good that fire phase went? Fire is king. And it's not just one good phase. If you win the first engagement, they are a lot weaker and you are less weakened, meaning all the future phases are gonna go even better as well. It's really good. 13 and 13, that doesn't seem right. What strange numbers. What a weird customer. That's a 50 stack, which is maybe a bit over the top. You guys pull back. You folks with the walking cannon take Salzburg. And we'll try and piece Salzburg out while we're here. Unfortunately, it seems they're making their way back down here, which is not what I want. Just cower away in Athens for now. Alright, yes. The coalition, and France is back in it. And the Ottoman truce is about to run out, meaning I'm going to have to declare war on him soon. But this is because I'm convinced he'll fight me. I'm still very convinced he'll fight me. These guys are going to die there, though. Let's extract them. Still really wanting to peel Portugal. I don't want to leave him with anything here, but Porto is proving costly. Getting Salzburg out of the war will give me better things going on with Castile, but I might need to make my peace with Castile earlier than I want to. Especially with the whole Ottoman war right on our doorstep. But the fact that Castile is getting sieged by rebels is actually going to help. Revolts in Castile is giving me +8 in all of this. Which is letting me punch way above my weight when it comes to land that I take. But it's all so unsatisfactory. Woke up to a prime stream. 2020 begins well indeed, says Sirius. Yeah, I gotta say 2020's landed on its feet for me. I hope it has for you as well. And if it hasn't, well, it's up to you to make it so. Ah, Ottoman truce is up. Now it's time for a big decision. This is the drawing that, or painting that tree on your Bob Ross painting right here. But, oh Christ, it still says I'm in truce. Probably have to wait for some weird day to make that happen. I hope he doesn't join the coalition during that time, or else it's going to be a sizable setback for me. Got Barcelona back at least, get everybody over to Valencia. I could have gotten better war score if I'd fought more battles against the Portuguese. But we're still getting ticking war score, so not all is lost. Their annexation is still a possibility. The question is, do I want to actually deal with Castile first? I'll get Salzburg out of the war first. Sally's over, humiliate rival with Ottoman. It is a risky bloomin' biscuit to do this. Not least of all because Morocco gets involved as well, and Morocco is right here. Maybe I could delay the Ottoman one whilst you